The cultural promise of meditation is almost always pitched as an experience of perfect stillness, an expectation of absolute serenity, and a completely quiet mind. But the visceral reality is usually very different. You sit down, close your eyes, and an explosion of loud, chaotic verbal thinking immediately floods your awareness. Most people react with immediate self-blame. They assume they lack focus, or that they are uniquely terrible at meditating. This sudden explosion of mental noise represents a required mechanical phase, the sound of the brain beginning to power down. Misunderstanding this mechanical step keeps you trapped in frustration, fighting your own biology rather than reaching the quiet mind you're seeking. Throughout the day, constant external occupation acts as a barrier, keeping internal thoughts hidden below the surface of your attention. When you sit to meditate, you remove that external occupation, creating a sudden cognitive vacuum. This diagram illustrates what happens next. Suppressed memories, emotions, and internal narratives, known as latent imprints, instantly rush upward to fill that empty space. This surfacing and dissipating of thoughts is a biological mechanism of exposure and release. You cannot permanently eliminate psychological debris that you haven't first allowed yourself to see. Thinking is a deeply conditioned, highly energy-intensive physiological process. Your brain has spent years consuming massive energy to maintain a continuous, uninterrupted internal narrative. This mental habit functions like mechanical inertia. If you have a massive industrial flywheel spinning at top speed, it physically resists any abrupt stop. Trying to instantly command the mind to stop producing thoughts is like trying to grab a spinning engine by hand. It is mechanically impossible. The aggressive flood of intrusive thoughts is the automatic, uncontrolled momentum of a heavy cognitive engine that hasn't completely wound down yet. This intense mental inertia creates direct, tangible physical consequences throughout the body. Aggressive internal dialogue blocks physical relaxation. The more we talk to ourselves, the more our muscles tense up, generating localized pain. High-intensity thinking forcefully pulls internal energy and blood circulation upward, away from the torso and into the brain. This unnatural upward pressure produces sharp headaches, dizziness, and intense pressure behind the eyes. Traditional practice identifies this specific cluster of physiological symptoms as meditation sickness. Physical discomfort during a sit is often the direct effect of a trapped, overactive mental engine. A noisy brain and an aching body are symptoms of momentum bleeding off. Reaching this highly uncomfortable, chaotic stage is physical proof that the meditation process is working. However, progress often stalls here because of the instinctual, panicked reaction to fight the intrusive thoughts. Treating your thoughts as something to be conquered requires the brain to expend active cognitive energy. This new energy expenditure spins the mental engine right back up, increasing mental noise and trapping you in an endless cycle of tension. To break the cycle, recategorize these intrusive thoughts as harmless exhaust. Mastery involves allowing the engine's built-up momentum to safely and naturally exhaust itself.